Not a real large company. We're about $1.5 billion in sales revenue last year. Basically, all of that business is within the Americas. We're an LLC, so we're a limited liability corporation. We were formed in May of 2008, and we're really a JV, a joint venture between two owners right now, each owning 50%. One is Chevron Phillips Chemical, and the other is Trinseo, which was also spun out of Dow Chemical back in 2010. So relatively small, 500 employees if you count a few contractors in that number. We have 7 manufacturing facilities, pretty much all of them in the U.S., with the exception of one being in Colombia. So great, in Cartagena, Colombia, a really great location to go. Never before have I been in a chemical entity that had plants in such nice locations. We have one in LA, one in Colombia. It's actually quite nice. I also went up in Connecticut, which is quite nice. And we're headquartered here in the Houston area up in the Woodlands. So let's talk about where our products go. So we don't really make products, but we make components of products, so the raw materials that go into products. So a tire would be a great example of that. You know, there's lots of things in a tire. There's rubber, there's metal, steel, there's fiberglass, plasticizers, all kinds of things. Well, one of the components is styrene. As a matter of fact, about 10% of a tire by weight is styrene. So we certainly like the tire industry. Plastic cutlery. So a lot of this is made out of polystyrene. There are certainly other plastics that go into it, but if you want one that's not going to bend on you while you're cutting a steak, you probably need to go with polystyrene. And oh, by the way, polystyrene can be used to make forks and knives, not just spoons, if you were wondering. So pretty much all the plastic you see when you open up your refrigerator is high-impact polystyrene resin. And that's actually an area that AMSI does quite well in. Now my refrigerator at home doesn't quite look like that. I have 4 kids living in a house, so it's kind of empty like that, but it's never that clean. The K-cups are basically made out of 5 or 6, maybe up to 9 layers of different plastics, metals, barrier resins, and a big component of the plastic is actually polystyrene. So you can't really make a K-cup right now without using polystyrene, and you can't get the flavor out of the coffee if you don't have the right performance from the cup. Of course, the foam egg containers, the take-home containers, so single hinge take-home containers and meat trays, all made out of foamed polystyrene, big part of our business, big part of industry right now. And the thing I like about these, there's a lot of debate about sustainability as it applies to these products, but when you look at these products, they're really 98% air. So you have a very small amount of plastic encapsulating a lot of air, and that's what kind of gives them the properties that they deliver in terms of insulative properties and impact resistance. So we certainly think those things are pretty good products. Then, of course, the iconic red, I can't say that word because that would be a trademark infringement, but the red party cup. And I'm not sure what you put in it, but I understand lots of nice liquids do go in it from time to time. Completely made out of polystyrene, and a pretty big part of where our polystyrene resin goes out there. So